you're just going through the motions. In everything that you do, by the way, you have no sense of direction. It almost feels like you're just going to school to get grades, or you're just going to work to make money. Then you go spend time with your friends and family. Blah, 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 blah. You have no goals. What's your goal? Oh yeah, to finish my study or to get high grades in school. And then what? I'll work that job and get that minimum wage. Don't you want a bit more than that? Okay. Seriously. Whatever. So, you have no real citing goal that you want to achieve. Maybe it's in your fitness. Maybe you have a fitness goal. Or maybe you're just going through life, doing nothing. I've been doing that for the past, I don't know. As of a month ago, I started doing things consistently and stuff. But before that, I have been living on autopilot mode for like 5 months. Just going to school, barely getting by, just consuming content, not working towards any real goals. What the fuck's wrong with me? What the fuck's wrong with you if you're in that position? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Honestly. What are your goals? Tell me. Do you have a goal that you are obsessed with, that you cannot stop thinking about? For me, it's making videos. I can't stop thinking about making videos every single minute of the day. Do you have a goal that you're obsessed about? Do you? Maybe it's fitness. Maybe it's, I don't fucking know, business. Maybe you want to get high grades in school. I don't fucking know. Let's look at your last week. Don't lie to me. Maybe you said to me that you have goals. Don't lie to me. Last week, did you do anything to work towards these goals that you have? If you even have any. Tell me. You are not present enough. You're just going through life, mouth breathing, watching content, stupid content like I'm making right now. What are you doing with your life? You're not present. Imagine being present every single moment of the day. Do you think you would be productive? Of course you would. Imagine being present. Throwing out the trash, washing the dishes, brushing your teeth. You know, there's this chapter of this book, The Way of the Superior Man. And it's, let's see what chapter. Chapter 5. Always hold to your deepest realization. And this is one of the most inspiring things I think I've read. It's very weird, but yeah. I'm just going to read it for you. It's about this topic. And if you don't want to hear it, go fuck yourself. No, but for real. I'll put the chapter in the description so you can read along with what I'm saying if you can understand me. Always hold to your deepest realization. Eternity must be a man's home, moment by moment. Without it, he is lost, always striving, grasping at puffs of smoke. A man must do anything necessary to glimpse and then stabilize this ever-fresh realization and organize his life around it. Make your life an ongoing process of being who you are, at your deepest, most easeful levels of being. Everything other than this process is secondary. Your job, your children, your wife, your money, your artistic creations, your pleasures, they're all superficial and empty if they're not floating in the deep sea with your conscious being. How many hours today was your attention focused in the realm of the changes on events, people, thoughts, and experiences? And how often was your attention relaxed into its source? Where's your attention right now? Can you feel its source, even for a moment? Can you feel that which makes attention conscious and aware? Can you feel the deepest nature of attention? What happens when you simply, effortlessly allow attention to subside into its source? This source is never changing and always present. It is the constant, silent tone behind and pervading the music of life. Feel into this source as deeply as possible, and then reapproach your work, intimacy, family, and creative efforts. When you make money from this source. Find out what happens to the details of your life when you live more consistently from this source. Use aids to support your relaxation into and creation from this source. Read books that remind you of who you are in truth. Spend time with people who inspire and reflect the source to you. Meditate, contemplate, or pray daily so that you steep yourself into the source. If you're like most men, you have strong habits that rivet your attention to the events and tasks of the day. Day and nights fly by for years, and life slips through your fingers. Your attention absorbed in the seeming world of necessary responsibilities. But all of it is empty if we do not live our responsibilities as expressions of our depth of being and heart truth. Know eternity, do whatever it takes, and from this depth of being, live the details of your life. But if you postpone the process of submerging yourself into the source for the sake of taking care of business first, your life will be spent in hours and days of business, and then it will be gone. Only if you are well grounded in that which is larger than life will you be able to play life with humor, knowing that each task is a mirage of necessity. Even if you find yourself in something trivial moment, watching TV or cleaning up a mess in the kitchen, feel the truth of who you are. Feel the boundless cognizance in which each instant seems and vanishes. All moments are the same intensity of clarity, completeness, and humor when you meet each moment with your deepest realization. Nothing that has ever happened has made any difference to the one you are. So ask yourself, you fucking lowlife, do you live from your source? This being, this core thing that you are on the inside. Does your life reflect that core that you have? And you might not feel it right away. I didn't feel it at first as well. I kind of forgot about it as well. But if you meditate long enough, you start to realize that your presence is, when you're present and your mind is in this blissful state, it comes from something deep within. And that deep within is that source that the book is talking about. That book is the source what the book is talking about. So are you living from that source? Do you do things that align with who you are? Who you want to be? I don't know. That's for you to decide. I can tell you if you do or not. That's really up to you and how you feel about yourself. But most of our voices, inner voices that you need to listen to in order to get that answer, are kind of blocked away by these distractions around us. In our minds, we're constantly replaying the content that we've consumed. Could be music, could be the series that you're watching. There's an infinite loop of that content that you've been watching. And it's to relax your mind. No, it's to release dopamine so that you feel better. But then it crashes again, bro. I explained this already in a different video. This is just insane. How does someone come up with this kind of writing, bro? It's like insane. Make your life an ongoing process of being who you are at your deepest, most easeful levels of being. Everything other than this process is secondary. Do you live from that place? Or do you live from the responsibilities that you have? I can guarantee you that you live from the responsibilities that you have and that you put upon yourself. That's something to think about. Are you present, or are you just floating and going through life? I wish I could talk to you directly. You got so much to learn. I got so much to learn as well. But we're going to figure it out together. I mean, what's up? If we're just willing to listen, we could improve our lives tenfold. Just make sure that you're on the right path and that you're not swaying too much from it. Because, you know, there's some people out there. You're easily influenced, let's be honest. You're easily influenced. Yeah.